I'm not going to really wrap this up because it's been such a stimulating discussion that it's impossible to do so, but I would like to highlight a few potent points. We live in a very, I think we all agree, we live in a very complex, very complicated, very volatile, very turbulent world. I mean, it is an unpredictable place. And within this, if you like, complexity, we also have to deal with fragile states, which suffer from many difficulties, which face many challenges. But I think we've agreed here with our panelists, but also your participation, that fragile states really need to be top of the global development agenda. For the people who live there, who suffer every day from the vulnerabilities and the fragilities and the insecurities that come with that, but also for the region. We talked about how what happens in one country can spread through the region and endanger the region, threaten the region. Also on a global level, what happens today in Africa impacts on us here in Europe almost daily, almost overnight. Also, if we have a sustainable development agenda, we have Agenda 2030, how are we going to actually meet all those different goals, all those targets, if we do not deal with fragility? Are we going to leave fragile states behind? Of course, we're not. So that makes it even more imperative. I think it's important also to say that, as I said, I was really quite, I have to say, impressed by what you said, Tertius, how quickly countries can go from good to bad. And that's where the warning signals are there. There's information there, the media is writing about it, our friends, the CSOs, are talking about it. We sometimes at the political level don't listen to it. And if we did, if we had that early warning, perhaps the prevention that you said, Klaus, was missing from our question would perhaps be the crucial thing to act, as you said, when you have to act. The importance of coordination, I think that came out very clearly. It was the topic of our panel discussion. And no tailor-made solutions, everything has to be, and that makes it difficult. That makes it very difficult because you have to deal with very specific and complex societies. Capacity building came up as a big issue, but civil society participation, and I think our friend Rita and JR brought in very valid points about how this needs to be done, how you cannot, in today's world, ignore the importance and the value added of women. So I think, I'm not trying to, as I said, summarize, but I really am going back with real insight into what you've said and what the challenges you guys face and the challenges we face if we do not resolve and we do not tackle this question that should be and is on top of our agenda. So please join me in thanking our panelists, and also I'd like to thank all of you for listening and for your questions. Thank you very much.